prolonged clash of past and present. In the dark forest, the leader of the Deinonychus pack, Zara, faces a fierce duel against a powerful Tyrannosaurus. As the roar of the Tyrannosaurus echoes, Zara recalls past events. Why do I have to fight like this? Zara questions herself. Years ago, her pack was attacked by the Tyrannosaurus, and she vowed revenge for her fallen comrades. During the battle, Zara's flames of revenge burn brightly as she becomes trapped in her own memories. Chapter 1: Day of Betrayal. Several years ago, the Deinonychus pack lived peacefully. Zara, as the leader's aide, earned the trust of her comrades. Suddenly, the pack was attacked by a Tyrannosaurus, resulting in many casualties. Looking into the predator's eyes, Zara realized, this isn't just hunting, it's betrayal. Someone from the pack leaked information to the Tyrannosaurus. The pain of betrayal and distrust deeply wounded Zara's heart. Chapter 2: Shadows of Suspicion. After the attack on the Deinonychus pack, Zara gathers the group and declares, there must be a traitor among us. Her words cast unease among the group, especially her close friend, Ricks, who starts acting strangely. Zara casts a suspicious glance at Ricks, but lacks any solid proof. Despite her internal conflict, she can't shake off her doubts about Ricks. Distrust spreads among the pack, plunging them into instability. Chapter 3: Traps and Decisions. One night, Zara leaves the pack alone to track the Tyrannosaurus' trail. Deep in the forest, she discovers a strange trap. It bore the footprints of a Deinonychus, as if one of her own had lured the Tyrannosaurus. Could Ricks be the traitor? Enraged, Zara decides she needs concrete evidence before making any decisions. Determined, she examines the trap closely, seeking to gather the necessary proof. Chapter 4: Confrontation with Ricks. Zara summons Ricks to a secluded part of the forest and demands answers. Did you conspire with the Tyrannosaurus? She asks sharply. At first, Ricks denies it, but soon his expression changes and he gives a cold smile. You are sharp, Zara, he admits, confessing his betrayal. Ricks tries to justify his actions, claiming he made a deal with the Tyrannosaurus to protect the pack, but Zara's anger only intensifies. A heated argument erupts between the two, shattering their friendship completely. Chapter 5: Moment of Separation. After the confrontation with Ricks, Zara decides, as the leader, to banish him to protect the pack. The group, though hesitant, feels angered by Ricks' betrayal. Ricks leaves without a word, but glances back at Zara and says, will the pack truly be safe now? Leaving behind a cryptic remark. Though unsettled by his words, Zara begins working to regroup and lead the pack once more. Chapter 6: New Threat. After Ricks' departure, Zara feels a brief return to peace among the pack. However, she senses the approach of a new predator from deep in the forest. It becomes clear that a group of Tyrannosaurs is closing in. Did Ricks lead them back? Zara wonders, her suspicions returning. She warns her comrades and begins preparing for defense. This could be our final battle, Zara resolves, taking her place at the forefront. Chapter 7: Tyrannosaurus Attack. Zara's suspicions prove correct as the Tyrannosaur pack suddenly invades the Deinonychus territory. Amid chaos, the group fights desperately under her lead. The Tyrannosaur leader, towering with sharp fangs, attacks with overwhelming force. Despite her fear, Zara inspires her group and steps forward to fight. Yet, the battle goes poorly, with heavy losses among her comrades. Zara ponders her next move, pressed to make a critical decision. Chapter 8: Return of Ricks. Just then, Ricks reappears from the depths of the forest. The group looks on with surprise and worrying as Ricks steps before Zara, insisting, I didn't bring the Tyrannosaurs. Torn between doubt and hope, Zara sees a different resolve in Ricks' expression. I'll fight with you, he declares, joining the pack's defense. Though skeptical, the group welcomes Ricks, and together they rally under Zara's command for the battle. Chapter 9: The Leader's Decision. As the battle rages on, Zara faces a dire decision. She realizes that defeating the Tyrannosaur leader is the only way to end this fight. "Do you trust me?" Ricks asks. Zara hesitates briefly but then nods. Together, they charge directly at the Tyrannosaur leader. Their teamwork is flawless, fighting fiercely and restoring their bond of trust as they confront the powerful enemy together. Chapter 10: The Final Strike. Ricks acts as a decoy, drawing the leader's attacks while Zara targets its neck with a swift move. This ends now. Zara shouts as she delivers a decisive blow. The Tyrannosaur leader collapses, and the battle finally concludes. The pack erupts in cheers, and Zara and Ricks rise together. "Thank you for trusting me," Ricks says. Zara smiles, replying, "This is what being a comrade means." Chapter 11: The Shadow of Doubt. Immediately after the battle, unease spreads among the group. Why did Ricks come back? Is he truly on our side? Doubts arise. Zara tries to calm the group, saying, "Trust Ricks," but the distrust doesn't fully fade. Ricks attempts to leave, but Zara grabs his arm, insisting, "Don't run away. Tell us the truth." With a deep breath, Ricks begins, "I have a past I've kept hidden." The group listens in silence as he starts his confession. Chapter 12: Ricks's Confession. Ricks admits that he once had an arrangement with the Tyrannosaurs. "I formed an alliance with their leader to protect our pack," he reveals. The group reacts with shock, shouting, "Why did you betray us?" Through tears, Ricks responds, "It wasn't betrayal, it was compromise." Overflowing with regret and sorrow, Ricks's pain is palpable. Zara, too, tries to understand his anguish. "I won't be bound by the past anymore. I'll fight here and now," Ricks vows. Chapter 13: The Final Challenge. Just as peace seemed restored in the forest, a deep rumble shakes the ground. A new Tyrannosaur leader appears, vowing revenge. "Pay for the lives you've taken," the new leader declares. Zara and Ricks lock eyes and nod. "This is our last battle," shouts Zara, rallying the pack. The group unites and prepares to face the new enemy. Inspired by the leader's determination, they head back into battle once again. Chapter 14: Bonds of Alliance. The fight with the new leader intensifies, and the pack is slowly pushed back. Ricks acts as a decoy, giving Zara a decisive chance to strike. "Now, Zara," Ricks yells, stepping in front of the massive Tyrannosaur. Zara responds to his call, seizing the moment to unleash a fierce attack. Their teamwork is flawless, and together they bring down the new leader. The battle ends with cheers as the pack praises Zara and Ricks. Chapter 15: A New Beginning. After the battle, Zara and Ricks look out over their pack with a renewed sense of purpose. "Let's move forward with hope for the future, not resentment for the past," Zara says. Ricks nods, replying, "From now on, I'll stand by your side as we face new adventures." The group unites once more, starting a new chapter of peaceful life in the forest. Under the blue sky, Zara and Ricks walk side by side, heralding the start of their next journey. "This isn't the end, it's the start of something new," Zara murmurs. Their adventure continues.